Hi friends! Since we don't have Quest on Wednesday, I thought I would bring you a video, and we'll do kind of our same routine as we do for Quest. So that will include an art project that you can choose to do. We're gonna read the story, and then I'm gonna ask you guys to do an activity and send me images of that activity later. So we're gonna get started with our art project. You will need a piece of paper, some saran wrap, and some paint. And this is a really good one for little kids because it's, well, I guess it can be messy, but it's also sort of should be a non-messy one, but sometimes, you know, that doesn't work out. So basically all you're gonna do is, and you can choose any colors you want. I like working with colors that actually will blend somewhat well together. So you're just gonna drop some paint all over the paper with all the different colors. I'm gonna put a little glitter because I know my little friends love glitter. Uh-oh, maybe. And I like white too because it kind of gives you a different, making sure it's open. Come on. Ooh. All right. So after you get the paper on, you are going to set the saran wrap on top and cover it. That was a really big piece of saran wrap. So cover it up so that all the edges are kind of covered, and this is where maybe it could get messy or not. And then you're just gonna mush it around. Just gonna kind of give it a little mushy and just go to town. Smush it around. Kind of gives it a tie-dye look. So anyway, so that's your easy art project, and then you take the saran wrap off and throw it away. And you can see we have examples up here of some ones we did earlier in the year. So, ta-da! Again, any colors you want, you can do it however you want, but it's an easy, virtually, no, I did get messy, so I might have to. All clean. So yeah, it can be a little bit messy. All right, we're gonna move on to our story, and what we've been doing, if you have not been with us, is going through the stories of Jesus's life. And so it worked out that we are on Good Friday, and so we're gonna just read our story. So we're gonna do the story of Good Friday. This story is found in the Bible. The story can be found in all 4 Gospels. The Gospels tell the stories of Jesus's life. After supper, Jesus and his disciples go to the garden to pray. Judas, one of the disciples, leads a group of soldiers to the garden. He knows that Jesus will be there. The high priests do not like that Jesus is so popular with the people. They offer Judas money to help them arrest Jesus. Jesus knows that Judas will do this. He is not surprised. "Who are you looking for?" Jesus asks. A soldier replies, "Jesus of Nazareth." "I am he," says Jesus. The soldiers arrest Jesus. The soldiers take Jesus to a man called Caiaphas for questioning. He is the high priest at the time. Caiaphas and the other high priests ask Jesus lots of questions. They want to know about his friends and his teachings. "I speak openly. I teach in the temples. People listen. Ask them what I say," Jesus replies. The high priests do not like what Jesus says. They send him to the governor. Pontius Pilate is the governor. He asks Jesus, "Are you the king of the Jews?" "My kingdom is not of this world," Jesus says. Pilate asks again, "So you are a king?" "You say that I am," Jesus replies. "I was born into the world to bring the truth." The soldiers give Jesus a crown of thorns to wear. Pilate speaks to the crowd. "It is custom to let a prisoner go at Passover. Should I let this man go? I have found no case against him." "No," the crowd shouts. "Crucify him. He claims to be the Son of God. Crucify him." Jesus must carry his own cross to a place called Golgotha. Jesus is hung on the cross. 2 others are put on crosses next to him. Mary, Jesus' mother, is there. She is with Mary Magdalene and Mary, the wife of Clopas. They cry as they watch Jesus. Jesus knows his time has come. "I am thirsty," Jesus says. A soldier dips a sponge into sour wine. He puts it on a stick so that Jesus can drink. After drinking the wine, Jesus says, "It is finished." He bows his head and gives up his spirit to God. Jesus dies. With permission from Pontius Pilate, Joseph of Arimathea removes Jesus' body from the cross. Nicodemus joins Joseph. He brings expensive spices and linen to wrap Jesus' body. This is a Jewish custom for burial. There is a tomb in the garden nearby. Joseph and Nicodemus lay Jesus inside. A large stone is rolled in front of the tomb. A soldier is placed nearby so that nothing happens to Jesus' body. So this story continues next time with the events at Easter. So I have a few questions that you can answer. You can pause after each question and talk about it with your families. So why did the high priests arrest Jesus? Who was the governor that questioned Jesus? Who were the women that cried for Jesus? And who were the men who buried Jesus in the tomb? And what can we learn about God from this story? All right, so your assignment, it's an easy one, I promise. Your assignment is to make a cross out of something from your house. I made mine out of toothpicks and I glued it to this piece of paper, but you can do it however you want. I want you to be very creative. You don't have to glue it to a paper. It can just be, you can make it out of Legos. You could, I don't know, other household items, just make into the shape of a cross, but take a picture of it and send it to me. And then we're gonna show some of these later. And if you're watching this and you are not a member at St. Stephen's, guess what? You're a member of our virtual community now. So I hope that you will send me pictures of your cross too. So send them away. My email address will be at the end of the video. So yeah, other than that, we will be back to you next week with another story and activity.